my model didn't load. Oh, there it is. Ah, technical difficulties. Hello, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Peach, hello. Welcome in. Yeah, drawing set up. Let's do this. I cannot wait for my new model to be done. I am so excited for it. This. I need this. I still need to get a 3D model made. Let's open this. And let's go here. Hi, Lucian. Welcome in. Here it is. Crow. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Also, Peach, if you're still in the chat, whoop, I have a hat. Froggo, welcome in. Welcome in, Froggo. Gonna finish up some emotes today. Actually, let me put on some music. Yeah, actually, I don't think I have shown off the new design. Boop. This is that new design. Joining the event at 6. I should be joining the event. For those who don't know, Wolvog, I believe, is the one throwing the event. It is a Gartic Phone stream. I might not be streaming it, but I will be there. I will try. But this is my new model that's coming out soon. My artist is currently working on it now. She is doing an amazing job at it, and I love it to death. So I cannot wait to see it done. For now, we're going back to emotes. I don't think I saved it. I was doing this and checking off all the emotes that I've done already. And we've done quite a few. That one, and I think that's all the ones we've done so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think that's right. So now, keep going. Oh yeah, music. This shows you how easily distracted I get. I went from music to model to back to drawing to music. Do 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 do. Let me know if the music is too loud for you guys. We're just gonna be jamming out, talking like we do on my art streams. Should totally do like a Bob Ross stream one day. Hi Reggie, welcome in. Yeah, I would totally do a Bob Ross stream if it wasn't for like I draw on a tablet. I don't have like an art thingy, like an easel and stuff to draw on. Like I wish I did, but I do not. Uh, I'll keep working in the 800 by 800. I would work on the commission that I have at the moment, but it's an NSFW commission, so I can't work on it on stream. Just give your avatar a Bob Ross look. Yep, just the nice like Bob Ross fro. Nah, I don't think I could rock the Bob Ross fro. Whoops. Afro and stash. I don't think my character can pull off a stash either. Come on. That slight movement towards the end where I'm just like rotating the picture accidentally. There we go. But I would totally just like do like Bob Ross stuff because like I don't know. Let me see. Let's see here. I think I could. These are all washes. And Bob paints in oil colors. So it would just be. You can just change the texture with that. I'd have to see if I could find like brushes for um like fan brushes and like a 2-inch brush and stuff like that. Um Engi QB, yes, Engi QB. This is my rage emote. I've been working on some art practice of my own since the last time I was here, and I've had so many friends be so supportive of me improving. That's really good to hear, Reggie. I would love to see some of your art if you want to like send it to me on Twitter. I would love to look at your art. I adore seeing people's art. I am very much a lover of all things in the art genre. But I'm really glad that you are getting back into your passion for art. That's actually a really good thing to have, honestly. I I know I said it in my last art stream, I lost my passion for a bit, and I'm happy to have it back. Like it calms me down, it gives me something to do when I'm like stressed or tired. And I really do enjoy drawing. It's a fun little thing to pass the time. It really does help. Like I have art that I've done when I was depressed. I have art that I've done when I was happy, and the art style changes. You can very much paint out like your emotions in your art, and I'm very firm believer of that. Where you can just go, you make your art world like really how much Bob Ross said. Wolfog, welcome in. How Bob said it, and it's true. Like the world you paint is your world, especially when you're doing things like landscaping. Landscape art is really pretty, and I have dabbled with it when I was taking my classes for art, and it was honestly really fun to do, but it's not my cup of tea for art. I very much enjoy painting like cartoon style, like anime and stuff like that, where it's just hand practice. And a friend of mine has been making art tutorials on her Twitter to help me and others practice. That's really awesome, honestly. It also helps when you have friends that are drawing together with you or learning it with you, because then you guys can share like tips and stuff that you guys learn. Like I learned all throughout my high school and all throughout college for art, and I try to give as many tips as I can. Also, Wolvog, um, I should be streaming till like 5, maybe 6 p.m. So I might be a little late to your Gartic Phone stream, but I will be joining your Gartic Phone stream. I am very excited to join it, actually. I won't be able to stay too long. I do work tomorrow. Um, so tomorrow there will be a stream, but it might be an earlier stream. Mainly because I do want to be able to rest for work. Yeah, I might not be streaming the Gartic Phone, um, only because I will have already been up and streaming for 2-ish hours, 3-ish hours. Really depends. Depends on how I'm feeling. Uh, if not, we will go raid your channel and go that way with it. We look forward to it. I enjoy Wolvog's Gartic Phone streams. They are adorably fun. We have our moments in them. I think just general support has been the biggest thing. To be honestly, it's just been so humbling, and I've honestly teared up overall. Aww. Like, again, having people to do art with, it is something that is really fun. It is something good to have. Gartic Phone is fun. Yeah, Gartic Phone is a lot of fun, especially when I have played with Vlog a couple of times now, and it is honestly a blast. A lot of us have like a very childish sense of humor without it being like completely like overly lewd or rude. So we can actually do some really good stuff. Still love the quantity duck I made on one. Um, Wolfog has a bunch of like really silly stuff that we've done in Gartic Phone, and some of them are amazingly funny. Then you have like the rare ones where it's like we go from completely nothing, or we keep like one topic and it stays that one topic, or it goes from like a topic that no one understands and just evolves into something like great. Keep hearing garlic phone, and if that doesn't tell, garlic phone. Garlic phone, yep. The phone made of bread. Welcome back, Dundo. Also, you might have noticed it in the corner of the screen already. I have a new sponsorship. I figure I'll plug them now. There you go. This is Factor. They are a part of HelloFresh, which is why I decided to take their sponsorship as well. You're making me want to doodle as well. Well, doodle. Enjoy yourself. I mean, you're working, so don't go too ham into doodling, but have fun with it. But yeah, going back to Factor, they are a meal subscription service done by HelloFresh, but instead of being like meals that you make yourself, they're like TV dinners type style meals that you just throw in the microwave and eat. And they're actually really good. I don't use them personally, but I have a friend that does. And they use it literally to just take free meals to work because they don't have the time to cook in the job that we do. So microwave it when she gets to work, and then she has food for the rest of the day. And it's a really good service from what I've heard, from what they've said, and it's done by HelloFresh, so it's like I figured I enjoy HelloFresh. I'll take their sponsorship, throw it out there, try to do that. And just like the HelloFresh sponsorship, if you guys are going to donate to me, I'd rather you do the HelloFresh sponsorship for Factor, even if you guys do it just for the month and then cancel it afterwards. Um, the money that comes to me through the sponsorship is a fair good bit of money, and it's about like $30 to start the subscription for a Factor. So if you're gonna donate like $30 to me, I'd rather you guys go do that. You get good food out of it. It's a good service to get, and I also get a bigger donation than you would have been donating to me with that little amount of money. So it's a win-win. I know Kay, I don't know if she's still in here. I know she was lurking earlier. She tagged me in her HelloFresh box that she got when I was still doing the HelloFresh sponsorship, and she loved it to death. So I vouch for them. It's very rare I accept sponsorships unless it's something that I do actually enjoy using or do like the cause behind it. So usually if you ever see me sponsoring anything, it's because I myself either use the product or like the message that they are behind or that the company uses. It is something I vibe with. I'm very that kind of person where it's like I will only take sponsorships that I myself can get behind. Also, as far as music goes, if you guys do want to hear anything, please, by all means, let me know. I listen to all genres of music, and I am very happy to listen to whatever you guys want to put on. this looks. Head looks a bit too egg-shaped. You listen to metal. I am a big metalhead. Which is funny because most people would not consider that just by like my pastel cute design and all the little girly stuff that I throw on the stream, but very much a hardcore metalhead. Saiga, thank you for the subby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are amazing. 3 months already, wow. Have you really been part of my community for that long already? It is insane. I have not been streaming for that long. Um, Officially, I have been streaming since late October. Yeah, time really does fly. I've been streaming since October. So I have been streaming for a little under 7 months. I want to say like, let me go through my streams. Let's go see really quick. Let's check it out. Creator dashboard. We are going to go to content, videos. Let's see. Wow, I have put out 223 videos. I'm pretty sure I came back officially sometime in October. I'm pretty sure about that. Let's see here. Yup. Because I streamed in October of 2020. I literally took a year off of streaming, and I officially came back October of last year. Like full force into streaming. So it's been 7 months that I have been streaming. I believe it's October 13th is the official anniversary of my stream. You're still here just lurking due to work. You're fine, Peach. You are welcome to lurk as much as you want. But yeah, I have been almost a year. It's almost my year anniversary. And I am really excited for that. Like, a year is going to be insane. And to think I was going to quit streaming back in, like, almost, like, early February, give or take. I was going to quit. And I'm really happy I didn't. Because I've made an amazing community out of this. Let me do this. Let's do this so I can just color this in. Like, I have gone from almost quitting streaming. Yeah, I'm glad to have met. I am really glad to have met pretty much everyone in my community. I have had a few bad apples that have had to get banned over the almost year of streaming that were they started off like nice people, but then ended up becoming like really bad. Like they were like either really creepy or really rude once they showed their true colors. But for the most part, pretty much everyone in my community has been amazing people. And I would not have that any other way. You guys honestly do keep me going. Um Between the support that you show me, the commissions that I get from Twitter, I love it. If you had quit, we probably would have never met, and I probably would have never regained my spark for drawing, so thank you. That, see, that right there, that is one of the reasons I stream. I I very much say it in my bio, and I very much mean it. My stream is a place where people can just come to just enjoy themselves, be a little safe space, and if I can make your day just a little bit better, I am happy about it. That is all I really care about. Fire. Is it like that? It is like that. Okay. I screwed up. So I'm really happy I did it. Um Again, going to be pushing a year, and that is a really big milestone. Um I do not know what I'm going to do, like at all, for my year stream. I think I might do like a full 24-hour stream, but I would definitely have to see about that because I don't think I'd have the ability to do it. Not like physical capability, like um as most of you guys know that have been part of my community already for a while, um I'm not the best health wise. So I don't think my body would be able to handle doing a full like 24-hour stream like that. I would love to, but I do not know what I would do. Um if anything, I might just do like a really big like birthday stream for like anniversary of the stream, and that might be it. But we will definitely see when I get there. We're not at a year yet. Um, I know I'm going to be doing a birthday stream soon. You do what you don't push yourself too much. Yeah. Um, you'll see when I do like my Final Fantasy streams. If you go back and look at those, uh you'll see that most of those streams were like 15, 16 hours long because I was just barreling through the game. And it was more just me playing because I was going to play through it regardless. And so I streamed it. But normally I stream for about 2 to 3 hours. And it's easier for me. It's easier on my voice, it's easier on my talking because I'm asthmatic, so talking for like extremely long periods of time with no break, uh, it really gets to me. It really like puts me out of breath. So I'm actually kind of happy to just like have the ability to just do what I want to do and enjoy it. So I'd say like a 2 hour stream, 3 hour stream, maybe even four for anniversary is definitely in the cards. Hydrate, I will hydrate. Uh, I will not hydrate because I have to get water. Let me go do that really quick. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. And I hydrated. I did the hydrates. Asukazuma, welcome in. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. I see that you followed too, so welcome to the pod. Hope you enjoy your stay. I actually didn't stream it yesterday, but I made a bunch of really good friends yesterday. I streamed with a friend of mine that I met on Twitter, and we did an Among Us collab, and it was amazing because most of those people are here now. And you're leaving. Aw, don't leave. I'll be sad. You don't want to make the orcas sad. Repeat in this pod. Well, I mean, orcas do live in the ocean. And for anyone wondering, because I know there are some new people here, these emotes, um, I don't have a lot of slots yet on on Discord still, and on Twitch still. I think I have like 6 slots. So mostly the emotes that I have right now are the emotes that I have. Um, Other than that, once I unlock more slots, more emotes will be thrown in. But they will be thrown into Discord. So my Discord will have that. Can't swim. Logistically, it's just isn't going to work. Aww. I'll teach you how to swim. Swimming's easy. Swimming is very easy to learn. You throw someone into the water and tell them don't drown. That's how it works, right? Also, some of you will notice, pretty sure, it's mostly because I'm not sure with Twitch's new TOS that they changed. My Ada redeem has been removed for now. Only because some people are saying that yes, Twitch will be um taking action against that. Others are saying nah, Twitch is okay with it and it's just all like bull. I do not know either way which it is, so I have just removed the redeem for now. So I'm sorry to all the people that like my sexy Aras, but they are removed for now. You sink. It's okay. It's okay to sink. Again, awa awa. Awa awa. Awa awa. Just the Waddle Dees from Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Just awa awa. It really makes me sad because as someone who speaks Japanese natively, it really makes me sad because you can very much tell. I believe it's the ban on sexy ara. Yeah. It makes me sad because again, as someone who speaks the language, you can very much tell that it was a decision made by executives who don't understand what the phrase means and just see it like, oh, it's a sexual thing, we must ban it. And it's like, it's very much not. I mean, if that was the case, George Takei would be a sex icon at this point. Because he is very much popularized the English version of it. Herbie. But it's like, it makes me also wonder, because like, for the Japanese, like, predominant streamers on Twitch, like, what happens to that? It is, it's stupid though. Yeah, it really is. It honestly is a very dumb choice that they made. Um, I know they removed the word simp. Um, so the community has changed the word to shrimp. Um, they also, and this is one that got to me a little bit. They removed the term blind playthrough as it was offensive to blind people. But blind playthrough has been like a first time playthrough like phrase since like forever. So it really gets to me that it's like that's something they did. It's like how is it offensive to blind people? Like it's a blind playthrough. It's not like you're saying, "Oh, I'm blind, so I'm playing through the game." It's like, no. You're just saying, "Hey, it's my first time playing through it. I'm going in blind." Let's say it on stream. Eh, I doubt Twitch is going to get all pissy at me for saying it on stream for 2 seconds. I'm not saying it in a sexual way. So I think I can get away with it for a bit. Um, but yeah, Twitch has been making some really weird decisions. Um, like people can't see it anyway. Fair. Like I know people like I know blind people that use the text to speech for Twitch. So it's like I understand that, but it's like it's still no one was really complaining about it. Twitch just decided to get butthurt about it. So it's weird. I do not understand Twitch sometimes in the decisions they make. I feel like sometimes they make decisions that are very much um for their oops it is very much for their wallet and not the viewer base, which is the same thing YouTube does quite a bit. Like I would stream on YouTube, but to even like make YouTube even remotely viable, you have to already have like 1,000 followers. And I have I think like 30. So YouTube is not very viable to me. If not, I would stream on YouTube. Um, I've honestly debated if Twitch eventually like gets to the point where it's like it's just a pain in the ass to stream, I'm probably going to like jump ship to another streaming place. Like I would love to go to like to Nico Nico or to I've had a couple friends go to Fansly to do like looter streams. And it's like I've been eyeing it, but I don't really know. Like most of my community comes from either here or um like Twitter. Why do you need that many to get? Um to start monetizing any videos on YouTube, your videos have to consistently have a certain amount of views. If not, you're not seen as profitable for YouTube, so YouTube doesn't throw you into the algorithm. Because YouTube sucks like that. Whereas, like, here on Twitch, if you're streaming, like, an obscure game and you have, like, 4 viewers in your chat, you're at, like, top of the list on, like, that, like, category. So it's weird. I need a mouse. Let's open this one. This is the one I keep pulling all my colors from. So it's like YouTube is very weird. Also, YouTube is very much like TikTok in the sense where it's like everything is run by bots. So if you have a problem, unless you have like a big following on Twitter, uh, you're not going to be um like able to fix it. Like I know there's a disabled person on YouTube that she does videos about her amputated leg and gives like information on it. And for the longest time, YouTube was literally like hiding her videos and shadow banning her. And if it wasn't for her following in other places, she would basically have had to stop YouTube because YouTube was just like, nah, you're too like against guidelines. And it's like all she would do is just like show, hey, this is how you like put on a prosthetic leg. And it's like, nope, YouTube did not like that. I want to try something. My friend showed me something the other day and I kind of liked it. So now my dumb brain is just like, haha, derp. How do I change the other color? Don't know what I'm doing. Is there a way to change this? Or does it just go whoop? Yeah, it's gonna go into red. I don't want to go into red. Does it just go into the colors I have selected? Is that what it is? Oh my god, that's what it is. That is adorable. Let's see if I do this. Can I make this come out cool? I honestly don't like it as much as I usually do my normal color hair. That sucks. So we'll do this, and then we'll just go, and then we'll gradient that. Ah, that's why the brush is going nuts. What is going on with the gradient? Oh, right, I changed it to like a finger brush or something like that. It's a different type of blur, I think, that I throw it as. Have it as blend, right? No, I have it as blur. Boop. That should be the proper. I have a really bad habit of expecting my drawings to always be perfect to what is in my head, and I need to stop that. Especially when practice. Yeah. 9 times out of 10, the drawing will never be exactly what you envision in your head, like ever. Um, it is something that will go away with time. Um, as you like, I don't like this like at all. I know for me, what I do is I envision what I want in my head, and I have been doing art for so long that I can, for the most part, translate that to the medium that I'm drawing on. But even like when you get that out there and you're like, "Hey, this is what I wanted." 9 times out of 10, you want to change what you got too. Like your idea is constantly changing too. I'm pretty bad at drawing. No one is bad at drawing, Tess. Um, Drawing is not something that you're like born good at. It's a talent. It is something that you put hours and hours and hours of practice into and make yourself better at. It is definitely 100% not something that you are just born good at. Yes, there are people that pick it up faster than others, but you all start at the same level. You may not pick it up at the same level, and some may advance faster at it than others, but everyone starts off with the same drawing capabilities. Hi Shiro, welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. It's good to finally see you in my chat. I am doing good. I am doing art streams. We are finishing up emotes. I am having fun talking to my chat about art and life and everything in between. I I use my art streams as just chatting streams a lot of the time. Um, I very much would go into the just chatting category if it wasn't for the fact that it's like I honestly would prefer to be doing something while I'm chatting to my stream. Sadly, I'm at work, so I'm gonna lurk. That is fine. Again, feel free to lurk. I know my new time is not like the best or the most convenient time for a lot of people. The reason I put it, my new time, my old time used to be 6 p.m. where I would start streaming. Um, I put it to 3 p.m. specifically because it's easier for me and um it's a time of the day where it's like I have a lot less things happening. Let me do this really quick. Uh, we are going to mute this one. Mute. Boop. There we go. Where's my art piece? Where's my art piece? There it is. Oh, why did it do that? Why? Oh, I hate when it does that. Downside to this drawing program. If you exit out of it and come back into it, 9 times out of 10, it'll just go back to like a auto save like part of it, which sucks. Because sometimes you lose like a decent bit of progress on your art. But yeah, like you guys are more than welcome to feel free to lurk. Again, I know that my stream time is very inconvenient for some people. Um, especially those that live in the States. I know it's like 1 Eastern, I mean 1 Pacific time or like something like that, and it's like 3 o'clock Eastern time. So I know it is hard for some people, but it's easier for me because I'm more awake. Um, I'm able to stream at this time a lot easier. Usually when I stream later at night, I have to either do stuff for myself or do stuff for family. So I don't have the time to do it a lot of the times. Not at the moment. I used to, but not at the moment. So 3 o'clock seems to be like a good time where people are able to tune in if they want to. If they don't want to, I'm perfectly okay with it. Just having people coming in and just saying hi is enough to keep me going. I enjoy having just people in my streams. I very much didn't have the mentality when I started streaming. I was the kind of person where it's like if I had one person in my stream, I was doing horrible and I hated it. But definitely nowadays I have gotten over the whole numbers issue. I have more than enough people coming into my stream at any given moment that I have always someone to talk to, which was one of the big reasons I was debating quitting when I started streaming. Um, I had 2 friends in my stream consistently, and then an alt account on my phone. And if it wasn't for those 2 people, I would have never gotten the numbers for average viewers for my streams. And I was really just streaming to two people for months, and it really discouraged me. And then I had some friends come in. I had a community that just really popped up out of the blue. It was a person that streamed me that is now a very good friend of mine, and him and a lot of his community stuck with me. And I have become very good friends with them and their community. And we formed our stream team. We honestly put a lot of love into it because it's like it's there to make smaller streamers grow, and I do enjoy being part of that because I would not doubt that there's other people out there like me where it's like they were streaming to such a small group of people that they figured, what's the point? I'm just gonna give up. And had I done that months ago, I would not have the community I have. I would not have the friends that I have. And I've used that to make art commissions. I've gotten my passion for art back from it. I've fully delved into making other friends outside of just art because I have friends that I've made, like my artist. She started streaming recently and it was the most wholesome, adorable little stream ever. And it's like you make really good bonds along the way. And it's really something that I wouldn't trade for the world. For sure. And I know I get sappy on these kinds of streams. Again, I use my art streams as a just chatting. Um, my chats, and I was telling this to a friend yesterday. My chats have always been a safe space for people. Um, I know not everyone has that place where they can go and either be themselves or have a place where they can just like sit down and just chill out and vent. And I know, especially like on Twitter and stuff like that, a lot of people see me as, oh, you're like the cute lewd orca, and it's like, meh. Like yes, but also no, because I I try to portray myself as a very like chill streaming place where anyone can come and just talk and just like let loose, like just enjoy yourself. It's a cute emote. And it's like it's something I've always like tried to bring because I know me when I started and when I was in other people's communities in Twitch, that's what I wanted. So I figured, what's the point of sitting down and waiting for someone else to bring it to me when I can bring it to the people? And it's like people tell me all the time, it's like, oh, you have an amazing streaming personality, or it's like your streams are like amazing, and it's like I don't see it, and I don't think I ever will see it, mainly because that's just how I am. But like on Twitter, when I hit 400, I was like, when I hit all of my milestone goals on Twitter, I was blown away by it because it's like even now I'm at 200 here on Twitch, and it's like, what the hell do I do for 200 people to enjoy my stream? Like, I'm just sitting here, I nerd out, I game, I draw. What do I do? Like, what is it that compels 200 people to sit down and just enjoy my content? I think the hardest part for me right now is having the confidence to share my practice drawings no matter how bad it looks. You're just yourself. Yeah, like I'm being myself. Um As far as the practice stuff goes, Reggie, I would just do it. You have to just bite the bullet and just let that fear go. There's going to be critics. There's going to be people who say your art is shit. You have to learn to just ignore it. And honestly, for every person that says your art is bad, there's someone that's going to say your art is good. There's going to be that like mom person that's like, "Hey, um quite literally, there is nothing you can draw that I will not like." And honestly, I'm one of those kinds of people. I am very much the mom that's like, "Hey, your two stick figures and like your weird proportion drawing, it's amazing." I will always give pointers to people. I am the kind of person it's like I had someone message me in DMs on Twitter the other day and asked me, "Hey, I'm new to VTubing. I'm new to art. I want to learn." And I sat down for at least a solid 3 hours, give or take, just giving them resources, giving them tips, because I didn't have that when I started. I learned everything I learned from asking random VTubers, and a lot of them were bigger VTubers with like thousands of followers that either ignored me or just really didn't want to give their tips and tricks because they had learned them and were kind of secretive. And I figured it out as I went along. Oh, the claw game. Let me bring up the claw game for you guys. Give me a second. I have a drawing from 7 years ago. Friend, brother drew me. I have some on my wall. I have one framed. That is, yeah. I I very much love any type of art that anyone draws me. That is that is just the kind of person I am. It's like anytime someone offers like, "Hey, I want to do like art of your character," and it's like, "Yeah, go for it. Do it, please." I will always enjoy seeing art of my character. And I don't care what style it's in or like how bad or good it is. You sat down to take the time to make something genuine and like your own. And that means a lot to me. Like no matter how it is. Mela! Welcome in, sweetie. How are you doing today? We're gonna do this. I am doing good. Oops, don't want to lose my tablet drawing. I am I am very much just good. I am just chilling out with the team with the stream. We're talking, chilling out, enjoying ourselves. We do this. I think this is very much the one that would benefit from having this. No, it very much does not benefit from having that. I very much enjoy it. Yeah, Reggie found me through Sarah's streams. Honestly, it's funny because a lot of the people in my community have come from other people's streams that I have managed to, I don't want to say snipe, but like for lack of better word, yes. And it's like I've managed to get people to just like enjoy my streams. Praise Orca. I very much have a community of my own, which I am very happy about. I have a solid like 6 or 7 people, give or take, that are just from like my Twitter community, and I love them to death. I have a lot of friends that come from other streams too. And apparently 2% of my entire audience is from Japan, which I still don't understand how I've managed to pull that off. I really do not understand that. I need that one. All I know is my stream always ends up me fighting, being called cute, or me squeaking way too much over cute things. That is perfectly okay. It's because you are cute. Very much. Very much so. Melodorable. Yeah, I am allowed to say it. I have special privileges. Also, the claw game is up for anyone that wants to play it. Exclamation mark claw gives you all the commands for it. If you guys are interested in playing a little mini claw game, I have to figure out how to set it up. There's a way to give you prizes if I do. I also still have to commission the artist that made it. It's a free asset, but the artist that made it allows you to customize it with your own assets, and he will commission it into the thing for like $5. And I have not had the time to sit down and just draw assets for it. You refused since you were like 8 to be called cute. I want to see if Bosco wins something on their first try. Now you have to type exclamation mark grab, Bosco, and it will pick it up. Aw, you didn't grab nothing. Rip. Oh, Mella's giving it a try. No, it's oh, you can do slash grab. Interesting. You don't have to do exclamation mark stop. It's hard to tell with the delay. Yeah, I can see that, honestly. Got nothing. I think it got stuck. So should fix it. Yeah, it's exclamation mark go, exclamation mark grab stop, exclamation mark grab, and then exclamation mark actually no, that's it. That's all it is. It's just go grab go stop and grab. It's a very simple little game. It's a very simple little game. I enjoy it though. Uh, oh my god, Baska, thank you for the biddies! Here, I should move this over here. Thank you for the biddies, you are amazing. Baska is one of those people that came from the community that I was talking about that has been like a staple in my channel ever since they first found me. Need to work on map stuff. I still need to finish the character that I drew. I kind of got bombarded with commissions and have not finished like anything that I was supposed to be doing on that. Oh my god, Tess! Thank you for the biddies! Thank you, thank you, thank you! Thank you so much. Also, again, for anyone that wasn't here that didn't know, I have a new sponsorship. New sponsorship! Exclamation mark Factor. I have said this already before. I will say it again. If you're going to donate around like $30-ish to me, I recommend you going to that link and signing up for Factor, even if it's just for the month. I will get around like almost $200 per everyone that signs up, and you guys are spending about like 30 to sign up for a month of the subscription. So you're getting awesome food from it. I am getting way more than what you would be donating with just the $30 that you would be donating. Yes, it is food. What Factor is they are like, think of them like ready-made meals. And you throw them in the microwave for about like 2 minutes, and you get like fully cooked meals. They're from the people that made HelloFresh. So all the stuff is like fresh ingredients. Like you have the choice when you sign up for like keto or vegetarian or things like that. Um, Again, I myself I don't use the program, but I have had friends who do, and they really do enjoy it. I know for sure I am going to be signing up for the program myself using my own promo code because it does look like a really good like service to have. So I really do want to try it out myself because I took the sponsorship because of oh Tess Bosco, you got something. I took the sponsorship because it was a company that was through HelloFresh and I use HelloFresh. So I was like, hey, I can stand behind this product. Um, I very much do want to use the product myself as well because I am the kind of person I don't like throwing something like a promotion towards something if I myself don't use the product or don't stand behind the goals that the product tries to sell or the company stands behind. So HelloFresh is one of those companies where it's like I support them very much. I do enjoy the product. I've never had a bad experience with them in the almost year that I have used HelloFresh. So I really will stand behind like a company like that. They've always been good. They've always been their support has been amazing. Like their customer support. So I will support them when they throw, hey, here's a sponsorship. You missed one. Here, let me see if I can do this. Make it a little bit bigger so that everyone can see it. Oh, it's just not Raid Shadow Legends. Honestly, depending if Raid gave me a sponsorship or not, I might promote them or not. Um, for me, the Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship, I had a friend who had it. It's not a bad payout. The only thing is you have to get like 10 people to sign up and play the game up to a certain level, which 10 people is not as hard. Um, I got a sponsorship offer from Star Trek Fleet Command, and that game, the payout was like $70, and you had to get 30 people to get like the max payout of like $400. And it's like 30 people getting to sign up and play this game is very hard to do to get to us like I think it was like level 20. Whereas like for Raid, I have 10 friends who would sit down and just download the game and play up to level like 10 to help me with a sponsorship. I have friends that will do that. I don't have friends that will sit down and play a game to like level 20, and I don't have 30 of those friends. Yeah, like I know like you would, Bosco. Like if I said, "Hey, can you please download this game? It's going to give me money if you do." Definitely. 33 people ad starts. Uh okay. So Mello, like I was saying, I got offered a sponsorship for a game called Star Trek Fleet Commands, where the minimum payout was $70, and the max payout after I got 30 people to download the game and play to level 20 was $400. And I very much do not have 30 friends that will sit down and play a really bad mobile game because the mobile game had very bad reviews. It's a lot of dollars. It is a lot of dollars. Like, again, Raid, for sure. Raid is, I think, 10 people to get its max payout, and I think its max payout is like $300. 30 people in a bathroom is just high school lunch period. um, like things with like Factor or HelloFresh, um, I push them more mainly because one, I myself use the product, so I can more genuinely put myself behind the product. Two, the payout, like one person, I had two people subscribe to the HelloFresh sponsorship while it was in my my time period for it, and I got paid $135 for everyone for each person that put it up. So I got paid like almost $400 just from two people signing up. Um, for something like this for Factor, it's the same thing. I'm getting around like $135 for every person that signs up for it. It is a $30 give or take program. Like you can do it for even cheaper because you select between how many meals you want to get for the month. Um, I think if you do like the 4 meals a month, um, you literally get for like 30-ish or like 20-ish dollars, you're you're getting a bunch of meals, and instead of donating like $30 to me, you're really donating like 130. So you can do quite a bit with it, which is why I try to push the promotion over like donation incentives. So you do get a fair bit of monies from HelloFresh and Factor sponsorships. Even one person um accepting it and doing it for me, that is one whole commission for me for the month that I do. Like when a sponsorship's paying out the price of one commission, that is insane. Your virus scan is messing with Twitch chat. That sucks. I don't know how to help you there. Keeps eating my message and disconnecting me. Om nom 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 message. Mochi, welcome in. I have a HelloFresh sponsorship and I'm so freaking nervous about it. The contract scared me. The contract is not that bad though. The contract is basically don't talk bad about the product. Um, stream for 2 hours, wait 24 hours, stream for another 2 hours, and you're done. And the more people that subscribe to the product, the more you get. And Factor's the same thing. And it's like I can't talk bad about a product that I actively use, that I actively enjoy. Let me fix my camera. My camera's being a little weird. There it goes. It was unclear to me about what of their assets. Oh, yeah. Um, for stream labels, when they give you it, they give you all the links and everything to put the assets in, which I was kind of scared of that myself at first, but it wasn't hard at all, honestly. And it's like I really hope, like, again, I had 2 people do the HelloFresh sponsorship last month when I got it. And if I get 2 people to do it again this month for the Factor sponsorship, I am ecstatic. I don't care if I get more people. Because 2 people is $270 for their payout. And it's like, that's, again, that is the price of $135, which is what they pay out for one person signing up, is one whole commission for me, like minus $20 for one of my most expensive commissions. I mean, it's not my most expensive commission. I have a commission right now that's almost $300, and I have given another person a quote for a page of emotes like this that is going to be about the same price. So, yeah. I have like higher paying commissions in the works, but still, like, again, if you're going to donate, I know for HelloFresh it was exactly $30. So I was telling people, if you're going to donate $30 to me, sign up for the program. You're getting a product that you can cancel within the month and still get the food and still enjoy the product. And I am getting a hell of a donation because your generosity and helping me do a sponsorship. So it's a win-win for both people. It is very much legitimately good food, which is why when I got the sponsorship, I was like, hell yeah, I didn't even hesitate. I was like, I am definitely going to promote this. And the same thing happened with Factor. Factor, I've never used the product, but I've heard good things about it, and it's from HelloFresh. So why would I not like put myself behind it? And it's like I've used HelloFresh for like almost a year. I think it's been a little bit over a year that I've been using it now, and I love it. It's taught me how to cook foods that I would never know how to cook. Good stuff plus money. Exactly. How does one concentrate when your mind can't focus and has like 20 things to do, 20 things it wants to do? Um, you try to focus your one brain cell and try to crash it against the other brain cell and pray that works. See, Mela, you're asking the autistic person how to focus. And it's very hard to focus for me. I went from, hey, let's go do art stream to let's put on music to, hey, look at my commission to, hey, let's put on music to, hey, art stream. In like the first like 3 minutes I was up on this channel on the stream today. Let me see how this looks. Nah, I'll just leave it black. Have a full brain cell. Scarlett and I share 1/8 of a brain cell that have gotten lost in the void. My friends are lovingly telling me I have ADHD. Um, I mean, sure, not a bad thing. Like, not at all. Um, I have the loving joke that all autistic people share an extra third brain cell that all of us share amongst each other. Welcome to the gang. Yeah, just welcome to the gang. It's not, they're just being goofs. At least I'll have brain cells. What is wrong with the eyes of my model? What is going on? Eat into the void like myself. Just half-eaten peanut. That is a very interesting thing. Alright. Wow, I have spent an hour. How long have I actually been up? I spent an hour and 34 minutes doing one emote. Pick up your puppy when you're overwhelmed. I have Ozzy. This little fucker right here. Oops. Where Ozzy? Where are you? I have this little fucker right here. This. Whoop. He is my baby. I actually have like a real life plush that is named Ozzy. He is my baby. Alright, Bosca, what do you want? What do you want Ozzy to do? For those who don't know, the Aussie Redeem either makes more Aussies, makes him bigger, makes him smaller. You get to choose what happens to him. For those who don't know, there are 5 Aussies hidden throughout the screen that are always there. and they are very much loved. Double trouble it is. I made zero progress on session zero stuff. That is, again, Mela, I have done zero stuff to work on my character that I made for it, so I understand. Okay. The rage emote is now officially done. Now, let's see. I should probably do the lol emote. I think the lol emote is the last of the Aussie emotes that are still on my channel. Yeah, the lol. Um, for those who have been on my channel long enough to remember the Aussie emotes, all of those emotes, once I can make follower emotes, will be follower emotes, so that everyone still has emotes to play with. Um, but for anyone that does subscribe, we'll have the actual QB emotes that I'm making. The reason I did decide to change the emotes, as much as I adore the Aussie emotes. Um, I really would like to rather have emotes of myself that could be more expressive, because they're adorable, but there is more stuff I can do with my own emotes and my own character. Um, I have to re-add them back onto the Discord. Um, they might or might not be there because this is a full sheet of 36 emotes, and I have a full sheet of 42, which is the amount that Discord allows. So might not have those on the channel soon. Um, I think I have to have a specific amount of hours streamed and days streamed as an affiliate member. So it's gonna take a little bit. I have only been affiliate for about 2 or 3 months now, and I think you have to have 60 days streamed as affiliate. Thank you for the head pats, Mela. Ooh, I'm starting to get dizzy. Also, for those wondering, the reason there is a redeem for hydrates and a redeem for snacks is because I do not take care of myself. I am currently hydrating more because I I am hydrating. I am very much hydrating. The snack break, I don't have any snacks to snack on. Um, more than likely I'm hungry because I haven't eaten nothing all day. But yeah, I'm out of channel points. Aw, I am sorry. Let's do this really quick. Creator dashboard. As soon as Twitch decides it wants to load that. Come on, Twitch. I believe in you. Believe in the me that believes in you. Stream manager. Come on. Load up. Do it right. Come on. The rest of these emotes. Do this. Complete all of those. Oh, shoot. Did I do that? No. The Aussie one is done. Where is the other one? Snack break. There it is. Reject that one. And there. You didn't break it this time? Yeah, I refunded your snack break one, Mela, because again, I don't have any snacks to snack on right now. I should have honestly eaten something before I started stream, and I didn't. So my body's a little bit weak today, because I have yet to eat anything all day. Which, again, that is 100% the reason why those redeems are there. Because I forget to take care of myself. So I force chat to bully me into doing it. So this is definitely going to be one of those streams where I'm going to go down probably close to the 2-hour mark. Mainly because I don't feel good. For those who know, you know what? Here, we'll just do this. I have my uptime. I think I'm at, yeah, 10 minutes. I can talk for 10 minutes. We're gonna do this. Let's close that. That. Do this quick. I will save this as my lol emote. There we go. Okay. So that. Today is going to be definitely one of those streams where it's like I go down right at my time because, again, I'm not feeling that great today. For those who have been paying attention to me and my social media and everything else, I took off like a solid like almost 10 days of everything. The main reason why is I have not been doing good. Oh my god! Ryufo, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the pod. You are amazing. Where was I? Oh yeah. The reason I took off those days, I went out with a friend and we went house sitting, and I used those days to mentally recharge myself because I have not been in the best mental state as of late. I have been in like severe back and forth with depression and like severe anxiety and stress for at least the solid last couple of months. And I really use those days to try to recover myself. And the reason I did shorten my streams, like I said earlier, um, a lot of IRL stuff did get in the way since the last times I used to stream. So I really did push myself to try to like shorten my streams to shorter streams, like around 2 hours, and give myself that little bit of buffer that I needed because I was burning myself out. And I was going to stream, and the place where we were staying for the week had really bad internet. So I wasn't able to fully stream. I wasn't even able to stay in like Discord calls. So I chose to just instead say screw it. I will give updates through Twitter, and I will just go from there. For those who also want to go to any of my links, this is my link tree. I honestly would love to like see you guys on my Twitter and stuff all the time, and in my Discord. I am on there all the time. Even if you don't see me, I'm usually lurking in there. Um, Again, I fight with myself a lot mentally. It's not something I'm proud of, but I feel like everyone has it to a degree. And I I needed those days off. I really did. And the whole entire time I was on that little vacation, I was not doing good health wise. And I'm still not really doing well health wise. Um, I have been a lot more asthmatic as of late because we are in allergy season. So it's been a lot shorter of breath, a lot harder for me to be outside and breathe like a normal person. Um, Also, I have had a lot of like just like physical problems from my leg to my health. So I really needed it, but at the same time, it didn't do everything I needed it to do. I will be sometime next week. I don't know the days exactly, but I have some IRL stuff that's coming up, so streams might get a little hectic that week as well. I believe it's from like the week of from the 3rd to the 10th, from like that Friday to that Friday. So that's going to be a little bit hectic too. Again, I will give updates as I can. My stream schedule is very sporadic, and I feel bad for that because I try to keep to a schedule, and it's very hard for me to keep to that schedule. Mainly one because IRL gets in the way. What, Mela? What am I guessing? Is it that you're cute? That you're adorable? That you have lots of love in your heart? Aw, I loved you too. Thank you, Mela. But yeah, like it's not like to get like pity or anything like that. I do enjoy updating my fans because I don't want them to worry. Like I know I have bouts where it's like, hey, I'm just like not streaming for a whole week. And a lot of the time it's mostly health wise or life. I work a full-time job. Um that gets in the way a lot. Um I have my mom and my grandmother that uh we take care of each other a lot of the time, so I'm always helping them. So it's like it's a lot. And like again, I have been also fighting with my own IRL problems and things like that. So I feel bad that I wasn't able to stream all last week, but again, I needed it. Everyone tells you it's like don't feel bad, you know, your health and stuff comes first. And I tell that to everyone myself. But at the same time it's like it's very hard for me to follow my own advice sometimes. Um I do try to collab with a lot of other people too. So at least I'm always still active, give or take. I try. Um I know tomorrow is going to be a bit of a rough day for me if I stream or not. Um, Again, mainly because I work tomorrow and my job is a full-time job, but it's also, hey, you work all night. So I work like 12 to 15-hour shifts. So I might stream, I might not. I really don't know. It depends on how I feel. So it's like I do honestly hate that because it's like I try to set to a schedule of Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and it's very hard to keep that schedule sometimes because I do put work over everything else because as much as I would love to be a full-time streamer, it is not fully paying my bills. It gives me enough, especially with sponsorships, to help quite a bit, and my commissions too. Like if I could get my commissions every month, get like at least 5 or 6 commissions, and get a sponsorship where I get at least like 2 or 3 people subscribing to the sponsorship, like Factor or like Fellow Fresh, like a sponsorship that pays well. If I can get that like every month, that would be amazing. Um, but I don't expect that of you guys ever. Like I tell people all the time, it's like don't donate unless you really want to. I had a couple people buy me stuff off my throne before, and it's like I was dumbfounded because people are buying like someone bought me a $60 pair of shoes on my throne, and I love them to death. But at the same time, it's like please shrimp responsibly. Um, yeah, again, it's just this is my little update to you guys on why my streams are so sporadic, and I do feel bad about it because I try my hardest to be consistent. And then I have friends like Hollow who have like been going through the same thing, and it's like I sit down and I look at that and it's like am I really that bad when I have friends who have like not streamed in weeks or even months because of their mental health or their IRL stuff going on. Like I'm the kind of person, I am very much of the philosophy there is always someone out there that has it worse than you. So like as much as you are always going through it, there is always someone out there that has it a lot worse. And I try to use that to like say, hey, you know, let's push yourself through the day. Like no matter what you're going through, it could be worse. You could have more stuff going on. So it's like I try my hardest to force myself through it all. Let's see. What is my time? 5 minutes. 5 minutes is all I can spare. Um, I'm pretty sure some of you can hear it, like in my breath a little bit. I am actually having trouble like talking a lot today, mainly because again, my asthma has been kicking my ass as of late because of the heat and the allergies. So I have been trying. very much will be going to get food after this. I think that is another big factor on why I'm not feeling good. And let me see who's up, because I know a few of us are doing Gartic Phone today. Let me see who's streaming. I don't know who is streaming at the moment. Wolvog is not up yet. We don't have everyone up yet. Enjoy your noms. I definitely will enjoy my noms. I'm probably gonna make like a sandwich. I really don't know what I have here to eat, so I have to look. If not, I will probably go out and get something to eat. But yeah, like for those who don't know, again, like health-wise, I am surprised I exist. I have seizures, I have epilepsy, I have severe leg problems. Have a lot of stuff wrong with me. So it's like a lot of things just like take their toll on me. Like right now it's mostly just I feel faint, I feel weak. And I am attributing that to I have not eaten nothing all day. Mainly because my body has not been hungry all day. I've had a lot of water, nothing to eat. And the downside, the reason I'm pushing the 2 hours right now is because one of the biggest things for this sponsorship is you have to stream for 2 hours and then have a 24-hour gap in between your streams and then stream for another 2 hours. So hopefully between today and tomorrow I will have that, or if not, if I push tomorrow's stream off, I will be doing Friday. I left a poll for you guys today for doing art for Ghostwire Tokyo. I think Friday stream will just be Ghostwire Tokyo. As much as I want to keep working on the art, I do want to play that game. So I was very much like on the fence of what do I do today. So I feel like art was the right choice, even if the poll didn't go the way I wanted it to. I probably would have still picked art, just because I was not 100% when I started streaming. So bleh. My brain's like all over the place. My brain is always all over the place. I think I'm good. We're 30 seconds off to being 2 hours. There really isn't anyone up for me to raid. Let's see. I would love to sit down and raid Wolvog, but she's not live yet. Let's see. I have a couple of friends playing. Oh, Rinny is live with just chatting. We'll throw you guys her way. She is a friend I made yesterday. She is really sweet. Let's go for her. Some love. I don't have a raid emote yet. I'm working on one. For now, we have this emote, which is my cheer emote, which is my hype emote. We are gonna throw you guys over her way. You guys, if you have the emotes, go give her some love. We played Among Us for like 5 hours yesterday. It was a blast. Stay healthy, have a good night. I will, Mochi. I definitely will. I'm going to go do that now. Oh, she's playing Lawn Mowing Simulator. gonna be fun. I'm gonna throw you guys her way. Go give her lots of love. Go be you guys. And I love you all. Again, trying to keep this to catch on just so long, and thanks for all the fish, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.